Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I want to talk about the SmartDrive MX2, which is a power assistive device for manual wheelchairs that you can control with a wristband. So let's check it out. So this is what the SmartDrive looks like. It's got a power button right here to turn it on and off. The charging cable is magnetic, which makes it very easy for a quadriplegic to use. It comes with this base, so you can set it on the floor, and the handle works great if you have very good hand function, but if you're a quadriplegic, it can be a little hard to use just because the SmartDrive is between 13 to 16 pounds. I struggle to pick this thing up if I don't have my gloves on, so that's one thing to think about. Let's take it outside and give it a spin so you guys can see how it works. Now, before we test out the SmartDrive, I do want to say that there are other assistive devices available for manual wheelchairs. The new motion wheels are individually powered. This was the first assistive device that I got, but I personally didn't like it because I move around a lot and I go out with my friends, and now I have to get in and out of my car, and these wheels are ridiculously heavy. I almost fell out of my wheelchair getting these out to show them. So that was the biggest reason why I don't use these. The SmartDrive for me, it's a lot easier to handle on my own. But these, as far as pushing goes, work amazingly. It's effortless. It's power assist for your wheels. So they're another great option if you are able to get more assistance and you don't have to constantly take your wheels on and off. Now, normally if I'm with other people, I'll ask for a little help getting my SmartDrive on, but if I'm by myself and I need to get it on before I get somewhere else, I'll get in my car and turn the wheelchair around so I can put it in the back by myself. From this position, I slide the handle of the SmartDrive into the thumb hole of my glove. That way I don't have to worry about holding on to or balancing the SmartDrive while I hook it onto the small attachment that gets hooked onto the axle. And once I get that put on, I'm able to turn the SmartDrive on and then get on my wheelchair. To get started, you just have to turn the wristband on, and you see the two buttons there. You want to press the one on the left, and you can use your finger. I use my teeth because it's so much faster. And then you tap the wheel twice to start and then twice to stop, and then it's gonna accelerate gradually, and you tap it once to keep it at the level that you want. So let's check it out. So you see it's picking up speed. I'm just gonna let it go until it stops speed. And usually I control it a little bit with my wrists. It normally gets to around 5 miles per hour. I think it's its limit, maybe 6. But as you can tell, it works great, no hands whatsoever. And to slow it down, not too bad, right? The SmartDrive wristband is called the push tracker, and it's pretty cool. It's got a little screen on there. It keeps track of the battery, it gives you the time, the distance, how long you've gone. It also keeps track of your pushes. So if it tells you like how many pushes you actually use while you're using the SmartDrive, which is pretty neat. And a bunch of other stuff that you can check out on the app, which is really cool. So if you want my personal opinion on the SmartDrive MX2, I would say it's a definite must-have for any quadriplegic. I personally only use it about 10, maybe less % of the time, but when I do use it, I wouldn't be able to push otherwise. So this would be in instances that I go to an amusement park or a festival where there's grass or where I'll be pushing all day. I just can't keep up with my able-bodied friends or family with my arms. I will get tired really fast, and somebody ends up having to push me, which they don't mind. But if you want to be more independent and go around your day without having to ask for help, this is a definite must-have for you, especially if you go out a lot to places like that. Now, if you go to games like a basketball game or a hockey game, so I've seen some quadriplegics use it for that time. I don't use it at those moments. I just don't. It's just not big enough, and I feel like I've never had any issues pushing in an arena and getting tired. I did use it one time for a Tampa Bay Lightning hockey game, and just be careful because these wrist things are very sensitive. So if you don't turn it off, you might accidentally trigger it and it'll go on. So the story here is that I was going into the handicap elevator for the game to get to the floor where I needed to be, and it was full of like older ladies and other people in wheelchairs. And what happened was, as I was pushing in, it turned on and I just jetted forward and ended up pinning some other guy in a wheelchair against the wall. I felt so bad. I'm just glad it wasn't an old lady, but since then I figured it's best to keep it off if you're around a lot of people. So now I feel like I'm just gonna give it a whirl. I'm gonna go around the neighborhood a little bit and test it out some more. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, give me some recommendations. Let me know what else you'd like to see, and take care. I'll catch you later.